Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Back Bumps to Ballrooms. Holy crap, a lot has happened since the last episode. I believe the last episode was working my first show and meeting a couple of the classmates. Since then, I've started training officially, and at the moment, I am 3 classes in. So I'm just going to try to go over it the best I can in as much detail as I can. You'll notice that a lot of these clips that I'm using aren't framed particularly well. Sometimes there's people in the way. My thing is I'm there to train, and I'm trying not to really interfere with the coaching aspect of it. I'm not trying to get in anybody's way. I just want to set up the camera and then focus on the training. And if I get good footage out of it, great. If not, that's kind of where I'm at. The first class was last Monday, so it was 8 days ago now, coached by Billy Swade. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any video from that class, but to be honest with you, it was pretty similar to the tryout. There were front rolls, back rolls, shoulder rolls, running the ropes. Yeah, all very, very similar. We did learn a couple of new things though. We touched on lockups at the beginning of a match, and we talked about sort of how the moments leading up to the lockup can do a lot to establish your character. It was a really great way for us to get started with the training, doing things that we were already pretty familiar with and folding in really basic things. The next class was almost a week later on Sunday, so just 2 days ago now was our second class. Holy crap, I can't rave enough about how much fun Sunday's class was. It was an hour and a half to 2 hours for the beginners class. It was coached by Tony Baroni, and Cat Power was there coaching as well. After the beginners class, we were allowed to do some training with the advanced class afterwards for another couple hours. And to be honest with you, it all kind of blended together, so I don't really remember what happened in the beginners class versus in the advanced class, but it was all super, super fun. We again went over like the basics. I feel like I'm going to be doing the basics a lot for a long time, which is totally fine because it's fun and I love it. But we did do the basics, a lot of rolling, but we added a little bit more, right? So instead of just like a regular front roll, we would do like a diving front roll or like a high front roll. And I actually feel pretty good about my high front roll. I did a pretty good one, I think. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it quite on camera. The angle just wasn't quite there. We also did handstand rolls, and we did like handstands into sort of like a worm sort of situation. That's to let yourself down from like a drop kick a little bit more gracefully. I almost completely ate shit on one of the handstand rolls. Luckily, I managed to make the save and not break my neck. Definitely got dicey there. My thing is I need to learn to just slow down a little bit. I just go for it, which I mean can be good in some ways, like my general lack of care for my own well-being. But in terms of learning and getting technique down, I need to slow down. So we did a lot of variations on the rolling, and then we also did some in and out. So we'd launch ourselves over the top rope in the corner, back in, over, back in, would launch ourselves back in, and then do a roll off the ropes. And we ran the ropes a bunch too, which, as I've said before, is so much fun to me. I love running the ropes. And my cardio is holding up, again, so much better than I thought. I really undersold myself on my cardio. So thank God that's holding up. Another thing that we did was a sort of like a front bridge, handspring, front roll, kip up type. Not a kip up, but here, I'll just show the clip. This was something that we tried to do in the advanced class, and I kept getting like so close, but not quite, which was kind of a bummer, but it's so much fun, and it just like looks cool. So that was super fun. At the end of the advanced class, Henaro and I, the two rookies that were there that day, we just sat outside and we watched the rest of the class just to absorb, and they were doing heat drills, which is short segments of matches to build heat. And somebody plays the face, somebody plays the heel, and there was a lot of really good information to absorb there just from hearing Kat and Tony kind of critique the drills. And hopefully a lot of what I saw there like sticks with me going forward. I'm sure I'll get more chances to learn all that, but it was a really, really cool opportunity. All in all, Sunday's class ended up being 4 hours from when I got there to when I left, and my neck was completely wrecked. Okay, 2 things. 1, holy shit, what an awesome class. Cannot wait to cut the video. It's gonna be great. Two, holy shit, my neck is killing me. Wow. It was from a lot of the bridge stuff that we did. We would get into a front bridge and then kick over into like a regular bridge and then roll over and then kick back. And I was terrible at that. I'm going to work on that. I was terrible at it, but it just, whew, it hoy. So that was Sunday. Got home, took a nice hot shower, and just got ready for the next day. That being yesterday, because today's Tuesday, yesterday's Monday. So we had a class Sunday and we had another class Monday last night, which went for 2.5 hours. And I didn't get any video of this class either, which is kind of too bad because we actually learned quite a bit of new stuff that I would have liked to be able to show you guys, but I'll just try to be super descriptive. Billy was coaching this one, so Billy runs Monday classes. Tony will do the Sunday ones. We started off, again, covering the basics, rolls. So that was all fine. And then we shifted over to running the ropes. We threw some new stuff in, though. In addition to running the ropes, we started throwing clotheslines to duck under, and then whoever was throwing the clothesline would sprawl so that whoever was running the ropes could hop over. So one person's job is to run the ropes and duck and jump every time they come off the ropes, and the other person's job was to throw clotheslines and sprawl. Get up, throw clotheslines and sprawls. And that was super cool, and I felt pretty natural at it. I think my sprawling could be better. I think I could position myself better, and I think I could get there a little bit faster, get a little bit closer to the ropes. There's, a million and one things to improve on. And in addition to running the ropes, we added Irish whips. So we learned how to grab the hand and boom, do an Irish whip, and we threw it all together. Irish whip, clothesline, sprawl, back and forth. Again, so much fun. We covered so much yesterday. Like seriously, so much. Really hopeful to get to show you guys some of that very soon. Once we were done running the ropes, we got back into lockups. We got back into doing the lockups. Then we added transitioning from the lockup into a headlock. So get the arm out of the way, step through, lock your hands, just like that. And there are so many little nuances to wrestling that you don't necessarily know or notice, which is a good thing. It's good that you don't notice until you're in there and you're learning it. There's just these little motions and these little steps that you do to communicate to each other, or even just like your foot placement in order to get ready for the next position and the next move that you just don't really think about. I'm not gonna go too much in detail because I don't know if it's my place to go into too much detail, but I will say that it's very, very exciting to learn. So yeah, yesterday's class was amazing in that I'm just feeling more and more like a wrestler, or somebody on their way to being a wrestler. I shouldn't say a wrestler yet. So it was a really great class. And then at the end of yesterday's class, we had about 10 or 15 minutes to ourselves in the ring where we could just practice things that we wanted to try that we already knew or like could do safely. I should have probably set up the camera here considering it was free time, but at the same time, I'm trying not to step on any toes. I didn't really want to bring it up since I hadn't really brought it up at all yesterday. So I went back to trying to do that handspring bridge roll. God, I wish I knew what that was called. Does anybody know what that's called? If you know, tell me in the comments what that's called, because I have no clue. Anyway, I didn't get it on a video, which is a total bummer, but I fucking nailed it. I think I'm allowed to say fuck. I shouldn't say it too much. I'm gonna leave it at 2. Anyways, I nailed it. Not once, but twice in a row, and pretty clean. So I'm gonna keep working on that till I get that just spot on, because that just looks cool. And that's super fun. So got that, which was very, very, very exciting. So going forward, we're going to have Sunday and Monday training, so 2 days a week. Eventually, I think I'm going to get, good enough that I'll be allowed to go train more in the week with like some of the more advanced classes. But for now, 2 days a week, I'm there. I'm there and I'm working. And I'm learning as fast as I can. And it's a very, very, very exciting time. My body is beat. My body is destroyed. My neck hurts. My back hurts. But I can't stress enough just how much I feel like this is the right thing for me to be doing. I don't remember the last time I've had this much fun and felt this fulfilled and just always been looking forward to something so much. So I can't rave enough about how glad I am and how lucky I am to be doing this. While I've got you, I'm going to go ahead and plug ECCW's next show as well. It's going to be December 7th. It's Wrestling with Hunger Games, and the card is looking awesome so far. It's the semifinals and the finals of a tournament that's been running for the last couple of months. And depending on how the semis go, the finals could be anywhere from a one-on-one match to a fatal five-way. Travis Williams will also be defending his ECCW Canadian Championship against Jackie Lee. And there's also going to be a pretty big tag match. The Voros twins will be going up against Miles DeVille and Draven Andrews, and that one should be a banger. And it's also a charity show. We're going to be supporting Share Family Services, the Surrey Christmas Bureau, and Blanket BC. So for every blanket, toy, piece of clothing, non-perishable food item that you bring and donate, you'll get a raffle ticket. And at the end of the show, we'll be raffling off a bunch of prizes, including tickets to Ballroom Brawl. Pretty sure the value there is like $150 or something. I don't remember off the top of my head, but yes, December 7th, Wrestling with Hunger Games. Check out the link in the description as well if you're in the Vancouver area and want to check that out. And that about wraps it up for this video. Thank you again for hanging out, and I will have another back bump bonus video for you in a couple of days. It should be a good one, so keep an eye out for that. If you enjoy the content, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell all your friends about it, let them know there's this cool guy making videos every week for nobody to watch. Except you. Catch you later. Thank you again, you guys. And before I forget, I just want to remind you to please check out the videos on the side of your screen right now to see some more fun, cool content.